I'm Johnny Gammett. Thanks for watching Bruins 360. Let's take a look at last week's basketball games. On Tuesday night, Lady Bruins took the court against Johnson University and were able to pick up their first home win of the 2014-15 season. Kendra Jeffcott led the charge for the Bruins, 18 points and 18 boards throughout the game, and Courtney Hofler also stepped up in the second half, scoring 10 points and also recording 17 boards. That night ended with the Bruins' 70-53 win over Johnson University. On Thursday night, the men's team took the court against the Barber Scotia Sabres. Despite a late second half comeback, the Bruins came up just short in an 86-81 loss at home. The game started with both teams battling for possession of the ball, but the Sabres fell into a rhythm, and the first half ended with the Sabres up by 13. In the second half, the Bruins came roaring back as Kyle Turner nailed back-to-back threes, and eventually the Bruins took the lead. But 23 turnovers on the night proved to be their Achilles heel as the Bruins ended the game 86-81 with a loss. Earlier this week, we had the opportunity to sit down with Hannah Tompkins of the women's basketball team to talk about the season and what's going on off the court for Hannah. She's our Double Alt Player of the Week.
For all your legal needs, call Brian Ramey and Associates, 864-295-0000.
I'm here with Hannah Tompkins of the women's basketball team. We're going to be talking about this season as well as other things involved with any typical Bruin. Let's just talk about this season a little bit and how you guys have done so far. It's been a little bit more of a difficult journey. For you in particular, with a couple of players not coming back this year, you've had to kind of step into that point guard role, that coming off the bench role. How's that been for you this year?
It's been a lot different than last year because normally I could go in for Trisha maybe or Chalice and learn from them and that kind of thing. So not having Trisha has been, I think, a struggle for all of us this year, but I feel like we're all adjusting really well, and we've had a lot of challenges this year. Courtney was injured, and Breezy has been out a little bit for us, and so just with some personal challenges I've had this year, my mom having brain surgery, and I've battled with some sickness this semester as well. So all that has been a bit of a struggle, but I feel like our team really never gives up, and we really work hard, and Coach really pushes us to keep going and not give up. And so I feel like even though through the challenges, we've done a really good job this year, and I think we'll continue to do that next semester.
Talk a little bit about, you mentioned some of the challenges that you faced this first semester and how you're coping with that, how you're dealing with that. Not only are you an athlete, you're a student as well, and it's just like all of this is coming down at once.
It has definitely been a struggle. I'm not going to say it's been easy. I really appreciate the support from my siblings and my teammates. The morning I left for my mom's surgery, Coach got as many players together as he could, and they all gathered around me and we prayed together. And I'll always remember that. I really appreciated it. I really needed it too before I made the long travel to Raleigh for my mom's surgery. And they wrote my mom a letter and just continued texts throughout that week, and just knowing they were praying for me and thinking of me really helped me get through, because that was a really hard week, not knowing how my mom's surgery would go. And so I really appreciated that. Yeah.
Can you give us an update on your mom at all? How's she doing now?
Yes, she is doing really well. Good. She did get an infection, but she is doing a lot better. She's been resting a lot, and her appetite's up, so she is coming along really well.
And I bet you're looking forward to Christmas break to be able to spend some time with her. And,
yes, sir. Okay. I am very excited.
Going into second semester, let's transition a little bit back to basketball. What are you guys looking for next semester as far as improvements go? When you look at your season right now, obviously people are looking at the record and they're like, it's not what it was last year.
Yes,
going into next semester, what do you think are those one or two things that you guys could really improve upon?
I think rebounding is something we could really improve on. I think sometimes we really rely on Courtney or our post players to do all the rebounding. And I know myself, I need to get out there and rebound a little more. So I think if we rebound, we'll get more offensive plays, and that'll improve our game. And maybe having more patience on offense, just really waiting. Sometimes I think we tend to rush it a little bit, but Coach has worked out some really good new plays for us, and we learned a new inbounds play recently, and that seems to be working really well for us. So hopefully with those few little new plays, we'll be looking pretty good next semester.
Steps in the right direction. That's what
Yes,
we like
sir,
to hear.
for sure.
Hannah Tompkins of the women's basketball team. Now let's take a look at what's coming up for our Bruins team. On Thursday night, the women's team will play at home against Emmanuel College. The ladies will take the court at 7 p.m. in the Davis Fieldhouse. And also on Thursday night, the men's team will battle crosstown rival North Greenville University at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, the men return home to play Emmanuel College 3 p.m. in the Davis Fieldhouse, so come on out for those games. Remember, you can check out the Bruins anytime at bjubruins.com. You can also download the app at the Google Play Store and the App Store. Thanks so much for watching Bruins 360.